Okay, it's a continuation to what we were saying, the Rambam before, that when Mashiach is going to come, nothing's going to change in the nature of the world. The Ravid, one of the Mafarshim on the Rambam, he right away asks a question, and he says, the pasuk says, "Vishbaite chayara min haaretz," I will take away wild animals from the world. Which means he's saying, how could the Rambam say nothing's going to change? Clearly, we have a pasuk that says there's something's going to change. Also in Torah's Koinim and Parshas Bechokoisai, there's a big arichas, a lot of stuff. It says over there, it says, even trees that do not give out fruits now are going to be giving out fruits in the time to come, in the future. Which that's also a change in the nature of the world. And it says it also in the end of Mesisanic Subis, there's going to be Ilani Sirach and Eretz Yisrael are going to be giving out fruits. So seemingly we see from Chazal that there will be changes in the world in Yemei Mashiach. Now, in addition to this, we see the Radvaz right away on the Rambam comments, and he says what the Ravid said that shows there's going to be a change in the world. He says, this is not a question. Just like the Rambam says, the Rambam over there writes that it says, the wolf will live together with the lamb together. Right. So the Rambam explains that it's a mashal. What's the mashal? It's a mashal for the nimshal. What's the nimshal? That the goyim, which they're compared to wolves and lions and all these wild animals, they're going to be living peacefully with the Yidden. They won't disturb the Yidden. So the Radva says, he answers the question on the Rambam. He says, what type of question is this? The Rambam holds that all the psukim are a mashal. So he's going to tell you, Vishbaite Chayra Min Haaretz is also a mashal. Yeah? But he continues and he says, Aval Masheroi Lahamin Sheberetz Yisrael Yiskayim Apshat V'Amashal. What it's befitting to believe that in Eretz Yisrael it will be fulfilled. The Pashta Pshat, it will be Kipshut in Eretz Yisrael. There's going to be miracles, and also it's also going to be a mashal. The rest of the world is going to be Olam Kaminagir Noig. It's only going to be a mashal. The Goyim and the Yidden. But in Eretz Yisrael we're going to see miraculous miracles. That's what the Radva says.
It's happening every day now.
What?
Miracles in Eretz Yisrael.
Yeah. Right so here, but he says Mamish Kipshutai that the trees are going to be giving out fruits. There's going to be nisim when it flies. Now, the question is if we could explain that what the Rambam says nothing is going to change in the world. Is that's what the Rambam really meant? So we can't say that for two reasons. Number one, the Rambam proves. What's the Rambam's proof that nothing's going to change? What's his market? Where is he bringing it from? So he proves it from this that Rabbi Akiva said on Ben Koziba, or Bar Kochva. He said that he was a Mashiach, and the Chachamim said, well, if you want to prove that he's a Mashiach, he needs to make miracles. He needs to be Moirich V'doin. He needs to be able to smell and judge by his smell. The Chachamim saw that he wasn't Moirich V'doin. They said, okay, he's not Mashiach. Rabbi Akiva said, I don't care, he's still Mashiach. Mashiach doesn't need to perform any miracles. This is what it says in the Gemara. Sanhedrin, Daf Tzadi Gimel, and also in Eicharab, a few places. So the Rambam says Rabbi Akiva was one of the greatest Talmidei Chachamim. Rabbi Akiva Chacham Gadol Machacham Mishnah Hoyo. He would carry Ben Koziva's war ammunition. That's what Rabbi Akiva would do. He'd follow Bar Kochva and carry his I don't know what, his sword, his stuff. He used to help him out. His shield and whatever it is. He said that he was Mashiach and he didn't demand from him to make any miracles. This is the Rambam's proof that there won't be a change in the world. Where was Rabbi Akiva and Bar Kochva? In Eretz Yisrael. And nevertheless, he didn't demand from him to make miracles. What do we see from here? That according to the Rambam, even in Eretz Yisrael, it's going to be Odom Kamin Aginoy, what the Rambam wrote.
Because it's like principle Rabbi Kiva, halakhic Rabbi Kiva, Mechaberov.
Right. Yeah. And the Rambam goes according to, right.
Why is it Rabbi Kiva b'mitzvah Deirah and not Deirah?
The Rambam is Machriya like Rabbi Akiva in this Indian over here, and he says, and actually the lashon of the Rambam is V'dimahu v'chol chach meidoirei. Not only Rabbi Akiva, kol chach meidoirei. So it looks like there was Roiv, at least Roiv, even though there were Rabbi Yechon ben Tiras, a few didn't agree with him, but it seems that the Roiv was like Rabbi Akiva. It says v'chol chach meidoirei. Also in Ilchas Tainis, the Rambam says the same thing. that V'dimu Kol Yisrael, the Rambam says, V'dimu Kol Yisrael G'dolei Chachamim. He says in Ilchas Tainus, one of the things we fast on Tisha B'Av, he says because they conquered Beitar, and the Melech by Beitar was Rabbi Akiva, was Bar Kochva, and they thought he was going to be Mashiach, whatever. So basically, we see according to the Rambam, the Rebbe Eretz Yisrael, Olam Kaminag Noik. Especially that the Rambam writes it in a very general term. He says Olam Kaminag Noik, the whole world. He doesn't say the Chutz La'aretz or something like that. The whole world. The Chidah tries to, so we still need to understand if there's Gemara's that say there's going to be miracles, the Lord Yisrak Yasro Peides, which that Gemara you can't say it means it's a marshal. Why? Because you first of all, the whole Gemara with the older Sugis are talking about Pashta things, and especially that Divri Navim, the Navim Dibru B'Lashayin Marshal V'Chita. The Navim, many Navim spoke in a marshal dik way, but Chazal did not speak in a marshal dik way. When they said things, it's very easy to say, okay, this pasuk is a marshal V'Chita. The Rambam says the Divri Navim are a marshal, but this is Pashta Pshat. The Chidah answers that when Mashiach is going to come, the whole world is going to be the way it was before Chet Eitz Hadas. So, and then they had all these miracles, and only after Chet Eitz Hadas, they already changed the world. So the second thing, you're changing the nature of the world. The world is coming back
to its original
form. Now, but also this, it's hard to say. So why? Because the Rambam doesn't say. The Rambam says, "Olam kevin hagenoik." The way the world is running now, the way you can't tell me that the first 6 days of creation that's with hagel shalayim, and the 5,700 years later that's not with hagel shalayim. What the Rambam is saying, Pashta Pshat, Lashon of Halacha, Olam kevin hagenoik, is referring to the way the world is running for the past few thousand years. So basically, the answer is. How could we say? One thing? What's going to explain it? The Rambam holds that there's going to be Tchias HaMeisim, obviously. Tchias HaMeisim. It's one of the 13 foundations of Yiddishkeit. The Rambam says someone doesn't believe in Tchias HaMeisim. He's Aprikoidis. Now, when is going to be Tchias HaMeisim? According to the Ramban, he says Olam Haba is for Neshamis Begufim. Neshamis Begufim. Olam Haba is for souls in a body. According to the Rambam, Olam Haba is for neshamis without a body. According to the Rambam, what's the order? There's going to be a Yemesa Mashiach. After Yemesa Mashiach is Olam Haba, and that's the final destination. That's the highest peak is Olam Haba. The Rambam says after Mashiach comes, it's going to be as many years it is. After that, everyone's going to die, and everyone's going to go to Gan Eden, and that's the life that's going to be forever and ever in Gan Eden to Neshama without a body. So it's a Yemesa Mashiach and Olam Haba. Now, according to the Rambam, when's going to be Tchias HaMeisim? When's going to be the resurrection of the dead? If you're going from Yemesa Mashiach, you can't say, according to the Ramban, that Olam Haba is in a Neshama in a body. So you can say you have Yemesa Mashiach, nothing's going to change in the world. Olam Kaminag Noik. And when it's going to be Tchias HaMeisim, which is for sure a miracle, the biggest miracle, is going to be in Olam Haba, which is later. It's a different time. Olam Haba. But according to the Rambam, that Olam Haba, there's no body in Olam Haba, so when's going to be Tchias HaMeisim? You have to say Tchias HaMeisim is going to be in Yemesa Mashiach. Part of Yemesa Mashiach is going to be the miracles of Tchias HaMeisim. So basically, the Yemesa Mashiach itself, there are two periods. But the Rambam says, Olam Kaminag Noyek. What is he referring to? He's referring to the beginning of Yemesa Mashiach. He says, Ein vein Olam Hazel Yemesa Mashiach. The transition between this world and Yemesa Mashiach is only Shibud Malchiyos. But later on in Yemesa Mashiach itself, there's going to be a second period when then there's going to be Tchias HaMeisim and all the miracles and this that it says that trees will give out fruits in Eretz Yisrael, wherever it is. It's not a study to the Rambam. The Rambam is talking about the beginning of Yemesa Mashiach, and all these miracles are later on in Yemesa Mashiach. Yes, all of this is a word from the Sefer of our Malchus, a word from the Rebbe. Thank you very much.